We all know Sophie as the graceful one. Even when she throws shade, she does it gracefully. Here are 10 times Princess Sophie humiliated Meghan and Harry in front of the world. Number 6 is savage, so stick around. When Meghan was finally out of the royal family, she made a Netflix series. And during the series, she claimed that she never had any support from the royal family, that she was suffering, and that nobody came to her aid.
Anyway, in case anyone needs a refresher on Harry and Meghan's infamous interview with Oprah that aired earlier this year, the couple claimed that the royal family did not support Meghan's request for mental health support.
It was a big lie. Sophie didn't wait long before responding in her own way. She made it clear that the royal family was always ready to help and that even the Queen had appointed her as a mentor for Meghan. Instead of accepting the mentorship the Queen arranged for her, Meghan chose to go her own way. Sophie was bold enough to expose that Meghan ignored the support available to make herself appear a victim.
And Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, was very loving towards Meghan, attempted to have a relationship with her. The Queen actually suggested that the two get together and that Sophie mentor Meghan, and Meghan said, "I've got Harry," and she rejected that offer. I would love to be mentored by Sophie if she's watching between meeting with foreign presidents. Like I'll send you my phone number. I think that's a great opportunity. But no, I think that she was a great role model, and it was a missed opportunity for Meghan to learn how to navigate a difficult situation.
When Harry and Meghan stepped away from royal duties, Sophie reportedly felt relieved that she no longer had to curtsy to Meghan because of the changes in royal rank. Meghan had been the Duchess of Sussex, but after King Charles made Sophie the Duchess of Edinburgh, one of the highest-ranking duchesses in the United Kingdom, Sophie outranked Meghan. That became a huge symbolic humiliation. Sophie regained the higher position in the royal hierarchy, and if Meghan were ever required to follow royal protocol again, she would be the one expected to curtsy instead.
So apparently, Sophie is married to Prince Edward. Well, she was upgraded from the Countess of Wessex to the Duchess of Edinburgh, okay? She got a little bit of a promotion. This is a big deal, but let me tell you why it's important. So both Queen Elizabeth and Queen Camilla previously held this title, but what this title means for Sophie, beautiful Sophie, is that she no longer has to curtsy to Meghan Markle, okay? In the line of succession, she no longer has to curtsy to Meghan Markle, okay? That is a booyah moment.
The Commonwealth Day service, which was supposed to be a day of unity, turned into a day of embarrassment for Harry and Meghan. It was their final appearance as working royals. They were seated close to Prince Edward and Princess Sophie. As they arrived, many people focused on Sophie's serious expression toward Meghan. Meghan appeared uncomfortable throughout the service and seemed unsure of herself. She was repeatedly seen glancing toward Sophie, making the entire event feel tense and awkward for her.
The Fab Four reunion is being described today as a PR disaster after Meghan and Harry were given the cold shoulder at Westminster Abbey. The runaway royals were also reportedly emotional and upset about the decision that barred them from walking in the Queen's procession.
Meghan wanted to climb the royal ladder, but chose every wrong rung to grab onto. And while she was busy trying to work the system from the outside, Sophie was quietly doing the opposite from within. Sophie remained by the Queen's side, becoming one of her most trusted companions and eventually one of the people closest to her. While Meghan was out there tarnishing the image of the monarchy, Sophie was helping preserve and strengthen it through her quiet dedication and loyal service. She earned a level of trust and respect that Meghan never achieved, making the contrast between them all the more humiliating for Meghan. Prince Edward and Sophie did not appear to take Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview as seriously as many expected. After the interview, when they were asked about it, they responded with lighthearted humor instead of concern. Sophie replied with, "Oprah, who? What interview?" Harry and Meghan had made several accusations against the royal family, including claims of racism, but Edward and Sophie treated the subject almost like a joke. Their reaction made it appear as though they did not consider the interview important enough to deserve a serious response, which many saw as another humiliation for the couple.
Speaking with The Telegraph recently, the couple joked, "Oprah who? And what interview?" in response to the fallout from the March TV special.
Sophie also added, You know, if you're not into chat shows, there's no reason why you should know who she is, certainly not in this country anyway. This is one of the most talked about moments. During a visit to a school, Princess Sophie explained the royal family tree to students. As she discussed the monarchy and its members, Harry was reportedly left out of the display. Whether intentional or not, many people saw the omission as symbolic. It made Harry appear disconnected from the royal family, almost like an ordinary member of the public rather than a prince. According to many commentators, this was one of the biggest humiliations Harry and Meghan have faced, and it remains a moment people continue to talk about. After Harry and Meghan left the royal family, Sophie was asked about their departure. The only response she gave was, "I just hope they will be happy." Many people felt that the response was not as warm as it sounded. Sophie herself took years to adjust to royal life, but Meghan left within 2 years. To some, Sophie's words sounded like a subtle way of saying that Meghan gave up too quickly. Meghan often described herself as a commoner, yet another commoner like Sophie had managed to adapt to royal life successfully. That made the comment even more embarrassing. After Meghan left the royal family, Sophie quietly took on many of the responsibilities left behind. Meghan and Harry might have thought that the royal family would have a hard time filling in their roles, but when asked about the increased workload, Sophie reportedly gave a simple response along the lines of, "What did people think we were doing?" Those few words were widely interpreted as a subtle criticism of Meghan and Harry. Sophie appeared to suggest that members of the royal family had always worked hard without publicly complaining about it. Her quiet approach stood in sharp contrast to Meghan's public complaints.
She's a really unsung royal. You know, day in, day out, she does all these engagements that never really get much press, but absolutely make the day, the month, the year of every person she goes and speaks to.
Whenever Sophie goes on royal tours, she carries herself with calmness and dignity. She is usually welcomed warmly and focuses on meeting people and carrying out her duties. Meghan, on the other hand, often finds herself surrounded by controversy.
Thank you very much for having me here. And at the outset, I'd like to say thank you to you and your whole team for enabling me to come. I know how much work has gone into my visit, and I really do appreciate it. And all of the different organisations that I've been able to visit today, their efforts too in welcoming me and allowing me to learn more about the situation here.
Meghan's visit to Australia attracted criticism, with some people even signing petitions against the visit. She often appears focused on promoting herself or making money, while Sophie focuses on serving the public. That difference has made Sophie look even stronger in comparison.
Brave souls, and I'm proud to say, as a patriotic Australian, Australian souls have signed a petition calling for Harry and Meghan's tour of Australia to be deprived of all public funding.
While Meghan often challenged the royal family publicly, Sophie remained loyal to the monarchy. Even during difficult periods, she continued supporting the late Queen and carrying out her duties without complaint. And it was not just the palace insiders who noticed Sophie's dedication. Sophie herself once revealed just how closely the Queen paid attention. She said the Queen always knew what she was up to, not in a surveillance way, but in the way of a proud and attentive mother figure.
She likes to know what I've been doing, and well, actually, it's not that she likes to know what I've been doing. She always knows what I've been doing.
She's closely watching your diaries,
She knows
isn't she,
what
to
we're
make
all
sure
up
you're
to.
all...
Meghan was often portrayed as questioning royal traditions, while Sophie defended the institution. This sharp contrast between loyalty and criticism made many people see Sophie as the complete opposite of Meghan, making this one of the strongest public humiliations. There you have it. 10 times Princess Sophie gently humiliated Meghan and Harry in front of the world. Which moment surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.